Hey everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Dustin. I'm the founder and owner of SuperioRx. Today's video is going to be a little different. Today I'm going to tell you why I started SuperioRx and what our mission is and what I'm trying to accomplish with it. So if you're interested in why, then stick around and let's get started. All right, so the story starts back in 2019. I decided at the end of 2019 that I was going to start going to the gym. I think y'all probably know about what happened in 2020. So started going to the gym. Shortly after that, everything shuts down. So no more gym. So just prior to that, I was going to the gym, working out in the morning. I'm not a morning person. So in order to get up, have the energy, be awake enough to actually go and lift weights, I needed a pre-workout to get me going in the morning, wake me up a little bit, get me going to the gym. I tried a couple, couldn't find any I liked. Actually, I probably tried about 24 different pre-workouts looking for a good one. And as a pharmacist, the first thing I did was flip it around back, look at the ingredients and look down the list. And every time I was disappointed. A bunch of things that didn't actually do anything. Occasionally when they did put something in it that did work, they'd put a small micro dose of it that wasn't enough to really do anything, just so they could put it on the label. Quite discouraged, very disappointed, basically just paying money for caffeine. A couple months, everything shuts down, everybody's stuck at home, everybody has nothing else to do. So what did I just do? When the economy's crashing, the whole world shut down, nobody can do anything, I decide, hey, why don't I start my own supplement company? I'm a pharmacist, I went to school for this. I have a biology degree, pharmacy degree, I can do this. So while everybody's locked at home, I start doing research. I start looking around, and first thing I look at is all the current supplement companies out there. Why does nobody make a good quality pre-workout with the right ingredients in the right dose for them to actually work? So I started looking around, started doing some research. Pretty soon I started to realize that the reason that nobody makes a good quality ingredient pre-workout is because there's nobody making them that knows what they're doing when it comes to chemistry, physiology, and biology. Everybody out there who's running these companies are marketers. Just so you kind of get an idea, doing my research, I looked into some of the companies that are doing this. Largest company in the world that makes supplements, called Glanbia. They're an Irish dairy company. They own ON, Optimum Nutrition, they own Isopure, BSN, the Syntha 6 supplements, all the BSN ones. They're an Irish dairy company. They're not a sports or performance company. Then I started looking at some of the other ones. Muscle Tech, no, they're not any better. They're owned by Shiwang Foodstuffs based out of China. So it's like, that's not great either. So then I started looking, I was like, oh, well, Bucked Up. They are the #1 selling pre-workout. Surely they know what they're doing. So I looked on their website. They were founded and started by the Gardner brothers, Ryan and Jeff. And when I started looking through their bios, that's on Bucked Up's website, by the way. You can look this up for yourself. I'll show some pictures here on the website, some screenshots. They started in 2016. They are both marketers. Yes, marketers. Both of them started their career in internet marketing companies, promoting other products, starting affiliate networks, and promoting products over social media, including starting social media agencies. None of this has anything to do with biology, pharmaceuticals, supplements, chemistry, none of it. So not exactly the people I want formulating my products, which will also explain a lot about why their formula is what it is. Right now I'm testing the Bucked Up pre-workout. I should have a review video on that coming out shortly, so stay tuned for that. The more I looked into it, I found out that fortunately the industry standard for making supplements is backwards. The way most companies go about making supplements is they get a bunch of marketers in a room, figure out, okay, what product do we need to sell that we don't currently have? And what price point do we need that product to be at that we currently don't have a product at? They find a hole in their marketing plan, in their product selection. So they say, well, if we've got a pre-workout that's $30, we've got a pre-workout that's $50, we need a pre-workout that's $40. So then they start trying to figure out, okay, what can we put in this to make it the cost that we need it to be so that we can sell it at retail for $40? And then they work backwards to figure out how much of each product, of each ingredient they can add until they get to the cost that they want it to be to make the margin that they want to make, selling it at the price point they want to sell it at. That whole process is completely backwards and very much explains the problem in the supplement industry. So I decided that, hey, nobody else is doing this. Nobody's doing it right. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it right. So I spent Starting in 2020, I spent about the next 12 months reading countless scientific research papers on every ingredient I could find that is a supplement that's commonly used in pre-workouts or any other kind of workout supplements. And I went back to the research, the scientific and medical research, read the papers to see what of these products actually work. It's actually a very short list of things that actually work and actually have proven reputable science behind them to show that they do work. Then, using the list I had of ingredients that do work and papers and the research showing that they work, I went back and looked in to see, okay, what are the doses that they're using in these research studies that show that these actually work? What's the correct dose to get the correct effect? Using all that information, that's how I decided what is going to be in my supplements, as opposed to working it the backwards way that most supplement companies do. So basically, my motivation for starting my supplement company was out of necessity because nobody else is doing it right. And if nobody else is doing it right, if I could have found even one, more than likely that was doing it right, I probably wouldn't have done this even. Just because I would have found what I was looking for. And the number one reason to start a business is you've got a problem. There's no solution out there on the market currently. So if nobody else is doing it right, sometimes you got to do it yourself. So that's what I decided to do. And that's where SuperioRx came from. And because my first problem was trying to find a good pre-workout and I couldn't find one because there wasn't one. And most of them taste like crap. None of them had a great list of ingredients. Most of them had terrible list of ingredients with nothing that worked and nothing that was dosed right. So that's where I decided to start. So in the end of 2021, I had my formula together, found a lab to work with based here in the United States. They would help me with all the legal requirements, the FDA requirements, the labeling requirements. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a science person, so I needed help with the labels, the graphic design. They'd help with all that and the manufacturing. So with that, sent them my formula. We got started. That was the end of 2021. Of course, because of COVID, like everything else, everything's delayed, everything's short supply, everything's hard to get. It ended up taking about 4 or 5 months to get my first product in, the gummy candy flavor. It tastes like Sour Patch Kids, by the way. Finally got that one in, and that's how we got started. And why we got started, all because nobody else will do it right. That's why we're here. Our mission is trust, truth, and transparency. We do everything right, the right way, for the right reasons, based in science. That's it. That's what we do. All right, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video.